What's going on YouTube? Mixture Man here. So right now I'm going to be telling you my thoughts and review for the new Hotel Transylvania movie called Hotel Transylvania 4 Transformania. Um, it's an enjoyable movie. I actually just got done watching it about a couple minutes ago actually. I did make a reaction video to the movie and I don't know when that'll be up. It just all depends on how much time I have in between when I have my free time to edit it and stuff, of course. Because I also got the Book of Boba Fett to watch, record, and edit tomorrow, and Peacemaker. Whether it's Thursday or Friday when I'm able to watch that episode. Um, I will say, this movie was enjoyable. And I'm not here to like bash the movie. At the end of the day, it's a kids movie. It's it's not something that I'm going to critique and say like, oh my god, this movie is terrible. Oh my god, there's no story. Oh my god, there's no plot. Like I'm never like that. I've said this multiple times. I always look for something I enjoy. Before I continue, I will be discussing spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, you don't want to be spoiled. Don't stop watching, of course. And if you don't care, or if you've already seen it, of course, then obviously continue watching this. I will say this movie it's enjoyable. It 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 felt a little unnecessary, maybe the sequel. It felt maybe forced a tiny bit, even as I enjoyed the first three. But the first one is still my favorite, of course. I'm not surprised, but it is what it is. The movie, it reminds me of how when that company, I forgot which one, was it Sony? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. When Ice Age 4 and 5 were made. They were made, they were enjoyable, but they felt a little unnecessary, and they were probably the worst out of all of the franchise. I've seen them multiple times, and I'm probably going to watch this one multiple times as well. In my opinion, it's not the worst. It's the worst out of like all the entire franchise, but like it's a kids movie. The kids will like it. The parents will like it watching it with their kids. It's an enjoyable movie at the end of the day. A couple of the cast members did not return. Adam Sandler did not return to voice Dracula in this movie. It was Brian Hull, who I thought did a really great job. If it wasn't pointed out to me that Adam Sandler was not in the movie, I probably would have not I most likely would have not recognized or realized it until I watched the cast at the end, until I saw the cast list at the end of the movie. And what's his name? Oh shoot, Kevin James also did not return to voice Frankenstein in the movie. It was Brad Abril. I hope I said that name correctly. I thought he did an okay job. As the voice of Frankenstein, I think he did a pretty good job. But as the voice of the human Frankenstein became a human, I was like, it was so. But at the end of the day, it's fine. Steve Buscemi returned as the werewolf. David Spade returned as the Invisible Man. And Keegan-Michael Key returned to voice the Mummy. I know CeeLo Green voiced the Mummy in the first one, but I think Keegan-Michael Key voiced the Mummy in the second, third, and obviously this one. And Catherine Hahn returned to voice the human woman Erica. She did voice her in the third one, I remember. Andy Samberg returned as Jonathan, and Selena Gomez returned as Mavis. I'm glad Selena Gomez returned, and as well as Andy Samberg. I don't think they could find voices that would like be very similar to how Brian Hull did. Brian Hull did a really good job, like I said. But like I said, I think this movie was enjoyable. I do not think there will be a fifth one. I don't think there should be a fifth one. And I think I remember them seeing when they made the previews for this one that this is like the final chapter in the Hotel Transylvania movie series. So like they're done. They're completely done. What I found enjoyable about it is that in the movie that Johnny got to experience what it was like to be a monster, and Dracula got to experience of what it was like to be a human. And it was cool, and it was funny when he was realizing he couldn't get burned from the sun when he was a human, and he stared at the freaking sun too long, and it started burning his eyes. I thought that was funny. I didn't even pointed out like, don't stare at the sun too long, and then boom, his eyes started to burn. And I thought it was funny too when in the mosquito part where when Dracula was getting eaten or bitten by all those mosquitoes, and Jonathan goes, "Oh, the vampires of the jungle. I resent to that." That's funny. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the part where Jonathan, well, the ray gun. But I didn't expect it to be that once the human or that gerbil or guinea pig, I mean, turned into the monsters, that it could make them unstable and go into all-out rage. But it was a couple moments of the movie when Jonathan became bigger and bigger and bigger. He kind of reminded me of Godzilla just a little bit. And I thought it was funny when he turned into the monster. He was like, "I gotta tell Mavis, I gotta tell Mavis," and freaking Dracula kept missing. And I'm like, "You're a terrible shot, Dracula. You'd think as how fast he can move with running and stuff and chasing stuff, he would be able to catch Johnny just like that." But it was in the script. What else do I gotta say? I think that's all I gotta say for this review, honestly. A pretty short review, actually. If I were to give this movie a rating, I don't remember what I gave I don't think I have my review out on my social media for Hotel Transylvania 3. I don't think so. I'm checking right now, actually. If I did, I mean, like I said, if I would give each movie, each Hotel Transylvania movie got worse. Like if I gave the first Hotel Transylvania 9 out of 10, I gave the second one 8.5 out of 10, and then so on and so forth. So on and so forth. I don't think I made my review for Hotel Transylvania 3 on my Instagram, because I have a lot of reviews on there. If you want to give that a follow, go for it. I have a lot of reviews on there. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I gave you know what? I gave the first one a 9 out of 10. The second one an 8.5 out of 10. The third one 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Enjoyable movie. If you want to check it out, and you actually got spoiled, you didn't care, I say go for it. Go for it. Have fun watching it with friends, family, whatever, by yourself, whatever. It's an enjoyable, fun movie. At the end of the day, that's what this movie was. And I'm glad I checked it out. I was going to check it out eventually. It just took me a while to get to it because I think it opened this past weekend. But anyways, that's all I got to say for this review for Hotel Transylvania 4. If y'all could do me a favor, please give this video a like and a subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.